Hebrews 4:15-16.
For we do not have a high priest who cannot sympathize with our weaknesses,
But one who has been tempted in every way we are, yet without sin.
Therefore, let us draw near with confidence to the throne of grace,
so that we may find mercy and receive grace in our time of need.
So, Hebrews was traditionally thought to be written by Paul for about 1,000 years. That was a common assumption. And then it got known that maybe Paul didn't write it. So, technically, according to scholars today, the author is unknown. The context of Hebrews is written specifically to the Hebrew population. It's people who would have this basic Jewish cultural background. So Paul is being culturally sensitive to the people that he's writing it to. And within the verses, he's defending the Sabbath. The Sabbath was something that Jewish people already abided by, so he's being culturally relevant in that aspect. And then he goes to defend Jesus' high priesthood. But he takes it a step further, and instead of just saying, like, Jesus is the great high priest that's almost untouchable, he goes in, as Emily said, touches on his humanity.
God is the high priest. He is praiseworthy. He is sitting on the throne, but we can approach him with confidence because he promises. And
He's like agreeing with the cultural context of the Hebrew people while challenging them on some things they might have gotten a little wrong.
And so this is just another reminder to the Hebrews, to his people, of look at my people then and look at me now and come to me with confidence.
so we can approach with confidence, knowing that God's going to extend mercy when we need it, and He's going to show us grace when we fall short, when we don't hit the mark.
We've seen time and time again in the Bible how he promises and he fulfills those.
Okay, so looking at this verse, what I love about Jesus, the great high priest who can sympathize with our weakness, is that he was the Son of Man as well as the Son of God, and so the depth of his humanity bleeds through.
He has been tempted in every way we are.
So Jesus fully embraced and chose into humanity.
Jesus knows exactly what we're going through every moment, every day of our lives. He knows exactly what we're feeling, all the emotions that we feel.
And he does it. He enters into our humanity, our pain, our aches. So we do not have a high priest that cannot sympathize with our weakness.
We can pray knowing that there's an advocate who understands. Jesus was human. He experienced us. So
It's just comforting to know that when I'm going through the hard times that He's not too good or too powerful or too high to deal with that. He knows exactly what we're feeling.
He does not cheapen or rush or skim over the surface of what we are actually feeling, the pain that we're actually going through, the joy, the sorrow, the ache.
So He can empathize when we pray. He empathizes with our emotions, with our temptations, and with our weaknesses.
One verse that connects with this that I really love is John 11:35, which we were forbidden to use as our memorization verse, but Jesus wept. I actually love that verse genuinely because it just shows his humanity. He's about to raise the dead. And he doesn't say, stop crying, I'm going to raise the dead. And people with no faith. He's like, no, I'm going to sit down, I'm going to cry with you, I'm going to engage all of my senses. That's exhausting and deeply tolling on our bodies.
He was willing to sacrifice as we are.